Hi, this is Gabriela Garbiso, and I'm going to be doing color tonight.
And I'm Shan Sheehan doing play-by-play.
And in the beginning of the game, we did experience some technical difficulties with our camera and our audio. So for the rest of the game, it will just be the audio of the game.
There's Preston passing the ball to Logan Stanley. Now off to Morin. He's got it again, Noah. Garrett's got it up the line. Keto got it. And there's Austin Shaw getting the ball up to the front. And it's out. I'm just going to say his first name. Is that the current score? Yes.
The current score is 0-0.
We're rushing the ball. There's Noah getting Logan Stanley taking possession. Getting it back to Richeletta. Up to Austin Shaw. But the opposing team now has it again. There's Hunter Nettles receiving the ball, but it goes out. He's going to go in for a throw-in. Ooh, very long throw. Austin Shaw with the ball, does a cross in, and Hero is taking the ball, passes it back to Garrett Lurch, who gets it to Noah Rana in the middle, and he takes a shot. Ooh, barely missing top corner. The goalie's going to do a kick in. And it sails across the field up to Noah, taken by the opposing team. Shaw in to get the ball. Now Logan Stanley applying pressure. So now actually goes Sam Parker. Hunter Nettles in for the throw-in. Ooh, miraculous throw up to Preston, taken by the opposing team, and it's skied. Oh. Hedo's running for it. He's passing it off to Garrett Lurch. Makes a dash to the ball and passes it up to Logan Stanley. Dropped to Lincoln Morris. Back to Shaw in the middle. Harrell rushes for the ball and it's out by the opposing team. Thrown by Garrett Lurch up to Harrell. Opposing team's gotten the ball. There's Stanley getting it back. Oh. Winning the ball over again by Stanley. And now to Lincoln Morris, who drops the ball off to Adam Archuleta. He's running up the line. Getting it up the field. Now the opposing team has it, are rushing the ball. There's Harrow getting the ball. Opposing team has it, but he's applying pressure and he's gotten the ball. Oh, they're fighting the ball and it's out by the opposing team. Garrett Lurch with the throw-in up to Nettles. And it's a foul on the opposing team. What's his first name? Gasparetti. Nettles with the ball, up to Morano. Oh, there's Parker getting into it though. Shaw's got the ball, he's running up in the middle. Getting pressured by the opposing team, won over by Parker. It's got into the back, won by Nettles. Opposing team's gotten it again. Number 10, Zaylin Long. Parker in for the throw-in. Oh, foul. I believe it was thrown in at the wrong spot. Oh. Hunter Nettles in for the throw-in. Goes out after a header. Waits ball. Blue ball up to Austin Shaw. Opposing team gets it, but Xavier, no, that's Garrett. He gets the ball, Lurch. Harold gets the ball. Up to the opposing team, almost to Shaw. Harold steals the ball again. Skipping around the opposing team, but it was called a foul by the ref. White starts off quickly, getting the ball to number 17, Garris Owen. Harold gets the ball. Hyro. Lincoln Morris for the throw-in. It's up to Stanley. Oh, barely misses it. Gasparetti gets it. He's running it up the line. It's a good trap to the ball. Saves it from going out. Ooh, he jerks out one of those opposing players. And it's out by the opposing team. Throw in for Hyro.
Now's your chance to say something.
Stanley wins over the ball. Gasparetti gets it. Opposing team wins it over though. Stanley applying pressure, and it goes out.
And then we did get a chance to talk to the opposing team coach, and we got to see what their streak was for this season. And at this current moment, they're at 4-2-1, and they're expecting this to be a really good, tight game.
Opposing team's goalie's got the ball. It's going to go in for a punt.
A few of the opposing players that the coach wanted to recognize was Tristan Walters, Anthony Christopher, and Tristan O.
Ball is stolen by Hyro. Gotten up the line, but taken by an opposing player. They're doing an overlap play. Oh, but Parker applies pressure and he wins over the ball. Now it's back to the opposing team with Adam Archuleta getting the ball back. Saved by Garrett Lurch in the middle. Gasparetti runs for the ball. He blocks a shot from the opposing team. Lincoln Morris running it up the middle. Opposing team stealing the ball. 17. Sorry. Taking a shot, his name is Garris Owen. Blocked. Blue throw-in.
And then the Pueblo West coach wanted to recognize our goalkeeper, Steve Klein. And he is also a captain this year. He's a senior and he attends online school and goes to college classes as well.
Garrett Lurch is applying pressure on the opposing team. Almost winning the ball. Number 24, Jawarren Smith. Sorry for my pronunciation. No Morano applying pressure. Stanley going up in the middle. Foul. Ref is calling a foul on the opposing team. Blue kick. Hunter Nettles will be taking the kick. Straight to the front, headed by the opposing team, but Hyro gets the ball, down to his feet, traps it. Makes a cross to the other side. Ooh, barely missed by the Cyclones, and it's out.
We do have two brothers on the Pueblo West team. We have Gage Graham and Gavin Graham. Their mother is an English teacher. Number 9, Austin Shaw, the senior this year, says that other than playing soccer and studying for school, when he does have free time, he likes to hang out with his friends.
Archuleta got the ball, but it's kicked out by the opposing team. Thrown by Hunter Nettles. Goal by Cyclones!
The score is now Cyclones 1 and then Guest 0.
Did you see who scored that? I think that was by Sam Parker. Yeah, that was Sam Parker. It was a nice shot that sailed right into the back of the net, past the outstretched hands of the goalie.
We are now in the lead. There is 28 minutes, 54 seconds left on the clock. It's now running once more.
Morris with the ball, split up to the player in the front.
Looks like the ball went out at yard 30. Towards the Cyclone side.
Kick by the opposing team on the 40 line. Opposing team makes a header, getting up to the 20-yard line above the goal. Before the goal. Parker's running up the side by the Cyclones field side. Taken up into the front. And made a shot captured by the goalie. Miraculous punt by the goalie opposing teams. Saved by Nettles, headed it out.
Number 20, Preston Gasparetti, a junior this year, is a striker and a kicker for the football team as well. It looks like the opposing team is going to be throwing in the ball at the 30-yard line on the opposing team side.
Kick in right over to Stephen Klein.
Come on, you guys, you should attack.
Stephen Klein makes a great kick.
Shot by our player, but taken by the opposing team. Kick to the 40 line, trapped by Sam Parker. Morano passes it up. Trapped by Parker again, and skied into the front. Out.
When not on the field, the Cyclone team uses anything to make a soccer ball in practice when they're not on the field at school.
Xavier Hatch, number 13, just subbed in for Hyro. Little scramble in the middle by opposing both teams. Taken by Benjamin Nielsen, number 6. Morano makes a dash for the ball, passing it to Garrett Lurch. Nope, to Lincoln Morris.
Act like you want the ball.
Sorry, just shutting the window there.
One problem the Cyclones might face is most of the team members are on the smaller side, but we are known as grinders.
Donovan Esquivel subbed in. Number 27. Klein with another save. Making a quick punt up the field to Morano. He makes a dash. Ooh, nailed by the opposing player. That's a foul.
They called the foul at around the 20-yard line on the Cyclones' half of the field. There is 24 minutes, 33 seconds remaining on the clock. Number 6, Benjamin Nelson, is a foreign exchange student from Denmark, and he joined the Pueblo Cyclones this year.
Ref was conversing with the opposing team, probably over unsportsmanlike behavior. And the opposing team takes a shot. Taken down by Benjamin. He once again steals the ball. Hatch and now Lurch getting it up the field. Passed out there. Oh, it's out. Almost gone by Hatch.
The ball went out on the 30-yard line.
Hatch headed it out on the 40-yard line. Throw for the right team. Number 40 will be throwing the ball in. He is Hunter Udelhoven. Esquivel with the ball, kicking it up the side, stolen by the opposing team.
The ball was saved by the opposing team.
No, you're fine. That is a pause in play, foul. White's ball.
We have number 24, Joe Smith, to kick the ball in.
On the 25-yard line, right side. Hatch going in for the defense.
He kicks it in. And barely misses the field goal.
Nettles in for the kick, right by the goal. Pass right up the field to Nielsen. Stolen by the opposing team. Nettles up again to the front of the field. Opposing team, number 8, Chase Jernigan, takes the ball. Cyclones push forward with Morana playing aggressively for the ball. And Nielsen doing a slide tackle to get it. We're being juked out currently by number 6. Or, nope, he's not on here right now. Opposing team. He doesn't have him on the roster. Oh, poor guy. Rushed back, Nettles gets the ball. Makes it around the opposing team player.
The ball is back on the Cyclone side. And is kicked out.
Gets it. And it's no. He's just getting the name.
The head coach for the opposing team is Jake Heath. The assistant coaches are Andrew Porter and Sean Fogarty. The Cyclones are still in the lead at 1, and then Guest is 0. And there is 21 minutes, 10 seconds remaining on the clock.
It's going to be a punt by the opposing team. Kick in. The team is setting up lineup, making sure none of the opposing players are left open. But the number 3 has a peek on the side. He is Terrell Coleman.
And he is a junior this year.
Gasparetti applying pressure. Morano, and then up to, oh, and it's out.
There is a little boy on the sidelines. Looks like he's a fan. He's running up and down the field with the teams, playing with his own soccer ball.
Little cutie. Punt in again by the opposing team. Little low, but it's taken by our team. Morano's gotten the ball.
We definitely have very enthusiastic crowds tonight for the opposing team and the home team.
Opposing team on the 35-yard line, passing it to number 6, who is not on the roster. Nettle's gotten the ball with a head. Juking out the other player. Getting it up the line with the backwards kick. Taken by the opposing team. It's 1-on-3, but we're getting in there, applying pressure. Escobar saving the ball. Number 6 gets it again. Opposing team on the 15-yard line retrieves the ball. Passed back and saved by Klein after a shot.
Both teams definitely have very, very strong defense, so it's a very, very close game tonight.
Ball trapped by Shaw, taken by number 4, or no, that's 6 again. Nielsen going in for a slide tackle again. Playing pressure.
Fort Carson has the ball right now.
Klein with the drop kick. All the way up to Shaw. Pass to Gasparetti with a header to Hatch. Taken into the middle. Ooh. Punted into the air by the opposing team, number 22, Ethan Smith.
Who is a junior this year.
It'll be a corner kick for the Cyclones. It looks like Kobe Graff will be taking this corner kick. He is number 12. Oh, they're switching it out for Logan Stanley. Stanley clears it straight into the middle. Number 6 of the opposing team steals a ball. Taken by Adam Archuleta. Passed into the middle.
So, Shannon, what do you mean by applying pressure?
Applying pressure is where you're kind of aggressive on the opposing team. You try to get a ball and almost trying to freak them out so that they make a bad play.
Looks like the ball was kicked out around the 20-yard line on the opposing side.
Throw in to Nielsen. Hatch with a look at the goal there. Right now we're at 17 minutes, still 1-0 Cyclones.
The goalie for the opposing team is going to kick the ball back into play. The opposing team kicks the ball.
Goes into the stands, almost. Ooh, barely misses the fence up there. Cheerleaders looking a little frazzled at that one. I don't blame them. I'd probably run away.
The coaches for Pueblo West mentioned how we have a 2 losing streak, but if we start playing the game aggressive as we began the season, we should be able to win, which we are in the lead 1-0 still.
Throw in by Nettles. Up to Gasparity, with Shaw taking a header, looked at the goal, but the ref called it a foul, possibly for being offsides. Yeah, it was offsides.
Number 15, Sam Parker, who is also a captain this year and a senior, plays club for the Rangers, and he's known for having an amazing vertical. I've talked to a few people, and they all described him as the Tasmanian Devil. He's known for being quick on his feet and very witty with how he plays.
Rocket of a punt into the middle, taken by Archuleta. Opposing team gets the ball, but Shaw runs for it, applying pressure. It's called a foul by the ref. White ball. Play it quickly, passing it back and getting it up the field on the 50. And it is out at the 50 line. Throw in by White. Out.
We have some of our cheerleaders tonight, and they're definitely making it a lot more cheerful and bringing the energy up for everybody.
Number 3 on the opposing team, Terrell Coleman, getting the ball and stealing it away from the Cyclones, hitting it out into the side. Throw in by Cyclones. Shaw making a play back. Got a little pressure by the opposing team, but it's Cyclones ball again. Throw in by Morris.
The opposing team blocks this hit. Definitely have very good defense tonight.
Escobar with a pass to the middle to Nielsen. Nielsen making a run to the side on the 30 line. Opposing team kicks the ball out. That's a header in for Nettles. Morris taking the ball up, juking out to the players. Ball is stolen by Morano. Stanley makes a pass back to Escobar. Nielsen getting around a player, getting it up the line. Now he's on the 25, making a play to Hatch. Ooh. Mark Ritz with a look at the goal. Barely misses it for Shaw.
The weather tonight is perfect for playing soccer with just a slight breeze. Most of the time, the team does gather together and go to the goalie Steve's house for a barbecue and to play video games.
Ooh, nice look at the goal there by Cyclones. That play was by Graff. Looking for a field goal there.
There is 13 minutes, 10 seconds remaining, and the Cyclones have 1 point, and the guest has 0.
Fritz made it around one of the players, but it's called a foul by the ref. So Cyclones have the ball for too much pressure applied by the opposing team.
This year, the Pueblo West Cyclones did get a lot of new players. There is only 5 seniors on the team this year for varsity.
Nettles with the shot. Just barely missing the goal. Oh, almost headed in by Ritz.
Both teams have extremely good goalies. The score is 1-0 still.
Definitely a very offensive game. It's a kick in by Cyclones. Right into the middle, headed in. Oh, blocked by the opposing goalie. Ooh. Skied into the air by the goalie to Morris. Now Escobar, fighting for the ball. And Nettles launching it to the front. Shaw taking it forward with a header. Passing it up to Hatch, who makes a run up the line. Dribbling out one of the players. Broken ankles there for the opposing team. Shaw takes it into the middle.
What do you mean by broken ankles, Shannon?
Where you juke someone so bad that they almost fall on their butt. It's a highly rewarded play. Nowadays. The opposing team got called on for a foul, so it's Cyclones kick.
The Cyclones are being very aggressive tonight. They're both putting up a good fight.
Nettles in for the shot. Ooh, blocked by the opposing team. Number 7, getting around the players. His name is Tristan Walter.
And he is a senior this year?
Nielsen making a pass back to Nettles, who gets it into the front. Stanley with the ball, getting into the back. Out. White ball.
It looked like number 7, Gage Graham, has very good control of the ball. Looks like Pueblo West switched out a couple of players.
Hyro is going in for Xavier Hatch.
The ball is on the Cyclone side.
As well as Parker going in, who went in for a winger. Opposing team traps the ball from a punt made by
They
Line.
regain control.
Nettles in with the header. Protecting the ball, guarding it, getting it up the line to Sam Parker. Out by the opposing team. There looks to be an injury. Oh, he's back on his feet. Might have been a Charlie horse.
West will be kicking the ball around the 40-yard line on the Cyclone side.
Ball taken up
Cyclones
the field
have the
for
ball
Parker.
again.
Of the game, taking down players. There's Morris getting the ball up the line to Stanley, who gets it back to Archuleta. Archuleta defends the ball, but is stolen by the opposing team.
The ball is back on the Cyclone side, and the Cyclones are trying to regain control.
Crossed to the middle by the opposing team. Straight to Klein.
The crowds are very enthusiastic on both sides.
Woo! Crazy pump by Klein. Up to the 50 line. Actually, that's a 30 on the other side. Archuleta with a kick to the front, blocked by the opposing team. Nettles traps the ball, gets it up to Shaw. He takes a step around, barely missing the ball.
Looks like number 6 on the opposing team, who is actually not on the roster, does an amazing kick to save the ball.
Hyro passes the ball up to number 21, Gilling. Hit out by the opposing team, number 40, Hunter Udelhoven. Morris has the ball now. They'll do a throw in. Oh, nope, Nettles is going to take the ball in. The ref has called a pause to the game. Yellow card for the Cyclones, Hunter Nettles.
Looks like Hunter Nettles, number 5, is a junior this year, and he has been playing a big part in this game.
Not really sure what that call was for. Don't know if there was bad language or he doesn't seem to know either, honestly.
Number 29, Lincoln Morris, is going to kick in the ball at the 50-yard line.
Doing a little trick there to waste some time because the ref has paused the game. Practicing his skills by juggling.
We definitely have good teamwork this year. Good communication, and they're all working together. On their free time, I heard that the team, they all bring their TVs together to one house and play Fortnite together. Looks like the game is still paused.
Looks like Lurch is being subbed in for Nettles.
I'm not sure if Nettles got a yellow card or a red card.
He got a yellow card. I
Yellow
think it's
card?
for unsportsmanlike behavior, but not very sure about that.
If he
one.
does get one more yellow card, he will be kicked out of the game.
Morris with a header up to Lurch, who gets it up the field, but stolen by number 6, who punts it up to the front to our team. Archuleta heads the ball to Klein. Klein catches the ball.
The ball is on Cyclone side.
Stupendous kick by Klein, all the way up to the 30 again, headed by the opposing team, kicked up to the middle. Applying a lot of pressure, number 10 Hyro gets the ball up. Morano steals the ball, getting it up to, and it's out.
Not sure
Billy.
quite yet who kicked out the ball. Looks like it was the opposing team.
Lurch will throw the ball in. Gilling gets the ball, crosses through 2 people, but the opposing team gets it.
There is 6 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. Cyclones have 1 point still, and the opposing team has 0.
Throw in by Gilling. Up to Nielsen, who just barely gets it out. Pumped by the opposing team.
The goalie kicks in the ball, and it lands around the 40-yard line on the opposing side.
Opposing team gets it. We get pressure. And we get it up to the front of the field. Gilling stealing the ball. Touch though, gets it out.
It's a very close game tonight, as predicted by both coaches on both teams.
Ball barely missed by the Cyclones, taking a little tumble down the field. Haro getting the ball up the field, jigging out a couple players. Stolen by the opposing team. Nielsen getting around a few people, slide tackling by pass to our player, who gets stolen by opposing team.
The ball is now on the Cyclone side, around the 20-yard line.
Esquivel gets the ball out.
The Cyclones are hoping to end their 2-lose streak by winning this game. And they definitely have a very good shot at that, since there is 5 minutes, 20 seconds remaining.
Esquivel heading the ball in, up to Stanley. Gasparetti getting the ball. Knocked down by the opposing team, taking a little tumble. Acting like Neymar there, almost. That'll be a kick on the 49 line, on the right side by the Cyclones. Kick will be taken by Esquivel. Soaring kick up to the front. Number 3 on the opposing team, Terrell Coleman gets the ball. Look at the goal by Cyclones. Just skids to the side.
You can definitely tell that both teams, they're starting to get tired, but they're not giving up, and they're keeping up that aggression.
Perseverance is definitely showing through for both teams. Miranda with a nice header. Up to Preston Gasparetti.
It is him
He takes
against
it
3 of
back.
their opposing team members.
Gasparetti knocked down by the opposing team. Ref chooses to ignore it though, unless he didn't see it. Nice look at the goal by Morano in the middle. That was a bad tumble for Preston there.
It does look like the referee acknowledged it, but did not call a foul.
A lot of refs will tend not to make calls because they don't think it's fair if they did not see it, which seems to be what is going on right now. because they do not want an unjustifiable call. Hyro with the ball, applying body to the opposing team. Nielsen getting up, getting it to Hyro.
The ball is still on the opposing side.
Gasparetti blocking the ball with his foot, but stolen by the opposing team. Hyro getting knocked down, sat on by the opposing team.
Looks like he went down with number 2 Tristan Owen on the other side, who is a senior this year. The ball is now on the Cyclone side.
Parker taking the ball up to Stanley, who passes up to Gasparetti, but stolen by Fort Carson. Number 14, Matt Klein, gets the ball, but Lincoln Morris steals it.
Who is a senior this year.
Morris for a throw-in, up to, kicked out by number 40 on the opposing team, Hunter Odelhoven. Morris for another throw-in on the 45 line on the left half of the field.
On the opposing team, it looks like they do have 9 seniors on the roster for this game, as Cyclones only have 5.
Morris making a quick pass in. Ooh, play made by Nielsen. Knocked on the ground by the Fort Carson team. Hyro juggling the ball away from the other players. Getting around a few. Making a play up the field. Ooh, but kicked out by number 40, Odelhaven on the other team.
The Cyclones looks like they're going to be throwing it in around the 20-yard line on the opposing side.
The ball is skied into the air.
Ooh.
That was a nice look at the goal there, though.
It was a big kick. The goalie caught it. Like I said, amazing defense. And there is now 1 minute, 15 seconds remaining. The Cyclones are still in the lead with 1-0.
Esquivel made a nice header up to Gal. Ooh, but he's blocked in the way, and the ball goes out. And that was Preston, by the way.
As again, the game nears its end, the crowds are getting more riled up and are cheering for their teams.
Applying pressure as the opposing team is making a run up the field. Ooh, taken by Nielsen, who kicks it straight up the field. A little too hard, but it's better than getting it back to our goal.
The goalie for the opposing side is very, very fast on his feet.
Quick play by Fort Carson. Number 7, Tristan Walter takes the ball up the field, getting around few of the Cyclone players.
Tristan Walton is a freshman this year.
That'll be a throw-in by Nettles, who seems to be back in the game. Nice throw-in. Opposing team gets the ball. Morano tries to apply pressure. Hyro gets the ball. Rushing for it. Number 40, Odelhaven, tries to get the ball, gets knocked on his knees.
Both teams surprisingly only have 2 freshmen on their varsity teams.
Game was called early. Or no, actually that is when it ends. Good game.
The Cyclones won 1-0.
It's a very pressure game, a lot of pressure.
They definitely had great defense on both sides, and it was very close. Both very aggressive throughout the whole game, never losing energy.
Definitely a very hard game, but it gave us a look on just how good both teams are.
Both teams are now walking through the middle of the field, congratulating each other.
It's a sign of sportsmanship-like behavior.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, and we're sorry about the technical difficulties. Hopefully next time we can get that resolved. Have a nice night.